Some time ago, my wife asked me to make a cup holder stand for her phone. I found a pretty cool design online. I printed it and she really liked it. I liked it too. But the hot California summer distorted the shape, proving that black PLA is not the best choice of material. Plus, we got new phones and new phone cases. So I needed to design some new cup holder phone stands. My first thought was to simply scale the phone stand, but then it wouldn't fit in the cup holder. I could probably use the 3D slicer program to split and reassemble the stand, but that caused all sorts of other issues. So I decided to start from scratch and make a completely customizable phone stand. I wanted an automated design that allows me to just put in the phone dimensions and the cup holder dimensions and be done. Just like this. I have included the Fusion design file. It's fully automated. You don't even need to know Fusion. Just have it installed on your computer. I'll have a link to Fusion 360. Next, I'm going to show you step by step how to print your own custom sized phone stand for the cup holder. First, measure the phone. If you're using calipers, make sure they're zeroed before measuring. If the case is not uniform, use the thickest area for measuring the depth. Add about 1/2 of a millimeter for tolerance. For the width of the phone, add about a millimeter, maybe a little bit more for tolerance. Lastly, the length or height of the phone. Here we want to add 1 to 2 millimeter for tolerance, depending on how tight you want it to fit in the case. In this cup holder, I want my phone to sit sideways, so I need to allow for obstacles when I measure the height of the cup holder. The width is straightforward as long as the cup holder is not tapered. This one is not. Once you've installed Fusion 360 and downloaded the cup holder file, double click on the cup holder file and the program will open this file. I will proceed in this video as if you have never used Fusion before, so bear with me if this is too simplified. Let's move the phone stand a little bit to the left. To do that, click on the hand in the lower menu or simply click the middle mouse wheel and hold it down while moving. Now open the parameter settings. Click on Modify. Click on Change Parameters. Use the mouse to resize and move the menu there a little bit to the right. We only need to look at the favorites. Those are the only values we need to change. Fusion does not remember a sort order, so click on Name to put the favorites in alphabetical order. I'm going to use the measurements I took to make the tall sideways phone stand here. It's important to remember to add the tolerances I mentioned. Plastic does shrink a little bit when it cools down, and you also don't want the stand too tight. I'm using 15.5 millimeter for the thickest part of the phone depth. Notice how the stand widens as soon as I hit the enter key. Since I'm turning the phone sideways, the phone height is actually the phone width. I'm using 87 here with the tolerance. Notice how not only the proper height is adjusted, but holes for USB charging ports are added. These are right in the center of the phone, since that's the most common location for charging ports. Again, since I'm turning the phone sideways, the width is actually the height or the length of the phone. 173 is what I'm using here with the tolerance. Now the cup holder insert itself. diameter of 68 with tolerance and a height of 87, giving clearance for any obstacles. We're done except for getting it ready to print. I'll move the stand out of the way again, just a little bit to the right. We need to save these objects individually so we can print them separately. Right click on round base and then click on Save Copy As. The program will choose a name, that's fine. Put it in any folder you want. Now repeat for the rectangular base. Put it in any folder you want again. And now we're going to have two separate files that we can use for printing. Open the folder display, the online folder display, by clicking up here in the top left corner. Choose the folder you saved the files in, and we're going to open both of those files and send them to an STL file. You can make the sketches and construction planes invisible by clicking here, but it doesn't matter. You don't need to do that. What we want to do, we want to go up here to the top and click on the folder display, and we're going to export the file. Just leave the name alone again, and we're going to select an STL file format, and then go to your computer and select whatever folder you want. Export it, and now we're going to repeat for the other item. You can open that folder right from here, from your computer. Here are your files, the ones you just generated. Double click on them and it's sent straight to your printer. By the way, you might be wondering why I didn't export straight to an STL file. Well, for some reason, Fusion does not allow you to do that when there's more than one component in your design. So we had no choice but to use the Save Copy As. Hopefully this is something Fusion or Autodesk will fix in the future. As for the print itself, I use white ABS for its heat resistance. Any heat resistant plastic will do. For the round base, I use 20% infill with gyroid, and I use inside and outside brims to hold it in place. The rectangular base is not critical. Again, just use heat resistant plastic. Here's my modified version of the original one-piece phone holder, printed in APS, white APS. I have two files of this version uploaded, one for Galaxy S22 Plus and one for an S22 Ultra. And here's a two-part sideways version from this video. The round base and the rectangular base are screwed together. Let's install the hardware. 3mm threaded inserts. I use 320 degrees when I install for ABS. You need to push them just a little bit below the surface so we don't have a bulge on the rim. Trim off any melted overflow. The 3mm screws, 6mm long is fine. You can make them longer if you like, but it's not necessary. They hold just fine. I have links to the hardware in the description. Fits perfectly in my RV and no tangle mess for the power cord.